Time remaining, 10 seconds. Overtime.
Yeah, you know from the title of the video, this is going to be the longest Slayer game of my life. And going down to 3v3, don't worry, I got my boy VIP Horizons on my team. Obviously, since this is the longest game I ever had, we're not going to do 2 gameplay uploads. It's going to be just one single upload. It's actually over 16 minutes long, which is crazy to me. Here's basically the gist of this game. VIP Horizon is obviously the hard hitter on the team. Then there's me that's putting in average stats and just trying to hang on to dear life in this crazy wild game. And the third final teammate is going to be the mercy of our random from matchmaking that's put up in our team. We'll of course be putting up horrid stats and obviously not helping the team throughout the entire game and be doing their own thing. I get it, me and VIP has no cons with our random, but they could have at least played with the team a little better by looking at what's going on around the map and sticking with teammates and looking where your teammates are at. The good thing, weirdly enough, the other team had the same team setup. They also had a really bad player. This game felt like we're in the finals in a tournament. It was really evenly matched. It was back and forth, really close competitive game. So how this was the longest Slayer game I ever had, probably maybe the longest game you can ever have in the history of Halo 5, as you guys saw in the intro video. It's a big spoiler, but we ended up running out of time and went to overtime on a Slayer game. Usually that's for capture flag games, but now it's on Slayer game, and we didn't even get to up to 50. We ended up tying it up at 40 before we going to overtime, which gave us another 3 minutes. So 12 minutes usually for an average Slayer game, and then 3 minutes, so it makes 15 if you go through all of that. So you would think an extra 3 minutes in overtime for 10 more kills, because we each had 40 kills we tied when we ran out of time, will give us enough time to end the game. But you'd be surprised, the game was really intense, we had to slow it down, but our teammate had other ideas, so you guys will see at the end. I might spoil a little bit in this commentary, because it's only one gameplay upload. Of all the maps that had to be on Fisher, really at least exciting map, to be honest. So I guess you guys know, almost like end of the week, but the map of the week would be Fisher, so we'll eventually go to the second map. I'll at least leave that one as a surprise for you guys, but back in the gameplay, I definitely made a lot of mistakes. Definitely was nervous. It was really intense, and I kind of fumbled near the end. Funny enough, that's not very specific, because there's 2 ends of this. The one that we got to end of time to get us to overtime, and then after the overtime finale. Please feel free, my dedicators, to leave me some comments on tips how to play on this map or what I could have done better in these situations. Even though it's very rare, because you don't really get 3v3 on this map specifically, it's kind of rare to get 3v3s, and the gameplay be this intense. Because usually 3v3s is usually one-sided, and it's really not that close. Usually one team or your team is really totally dominating. But then again, sudden death games can happen like this one, but usually they have a conclusion, so that's a little spoiler. So we ended up actually just tying, and then we went to sudden death and ended up tying again. No one got to 50, so it's kind of weird, and no one won. So this game went to no one's favor, actually. No one lost points, no one gained points from this game. So you think you'd be not happy but not sad at all, but usually there's a little bit leaning more to the sad side, because you kind of wasted 15 minutes playing a game, and it really felt like you wasted your time, put all that effort, and it was just a waste, because no one really gained or lose any rank at all, and you just gotta play another game, which you basically have to move on like this game never happened. I guess you gained a little bit of CSR, but me and VIP Horizons already maxed rank, so the CSR and the rec points didn't really matter. I guess for me, I can gain something too. I played with VIP Horizons, we didn't lose a game, and it makes a good YouTube video. We didn't lose either, and it's like one of those crazy ties where it's not 50-50. It ended up being 49-49, so everyone was 1 point away, but we ran out of time again, so it's basically a sudden death on another sudden death. I said before, we didn't lose or gain anything. My last video, I had a sudden death game where we ended up tying, and it ended up going against me in my favor, and it was 50-50, and I lost some rank for that. So this game, no one lost rank, so which is kind of nice for everybody, but my next upload, I actually have a game where I won 50-50. Not technically won, but it went to my favor, so eventually I'll upload that. Surprisingly, I actually have a few tie sudden death games I haven't uploaded yet, which is really rare because I don't really get those games. Sudden death games, you guys think it's rare, but not as rare as getting tie games. And it feels like nowadays, I feel like I accumulated a lot of sudden death games unintentionally, believe it or not. It must be the skill-based matchmaking, how the system works in Halo 5, because I never really, in most games, like Halo games that other titles haven't really get that many sudden death games. Maybe I'm making a new discovery that no one knew about Halo 5, is where you can farm up a lot of sudden death games without even knowing it. In my opinion, I feel like Halo 5 is the most fast-paced Halo game ever created than the other Halo titles. They're usually more slow-paced, and when they made the new Halo Infinite, it felt really slow-paced. It still had sprint and slide mechanic, which also they had the thrust, but you gotta pick it up. But I feel like without the thruster ability, I know they have it, but you gotta pick it up, and you kind of need the Spartan to have it on every respawn for a standard Spartan ability for everyone. To combine all three of those abilities to have really smooth, faster gameplay. And it feels like it's kind of clunky with the gameplay because I think they nerfed down the speed of everything. Like the thrust felt like it's like slow when you pick it up, even though it's like not even mandatory for all Spartans to have. It's a pickup. And also the slide and sprint feels really slow as well. I know that was probably intentional for the developers to go back to the OG Halo slow games, because the older Halos always have been a slower paced type of gameplay, which was fine back then, but in modern days it's like a little different for what people want to play. That's my insight for now. Please enjoy the rest of the gameplay. You guys can probably tell by watching me play in this game that I really just want to get this game over with. Like, I just wanted to win this game and get it done, but man, it's just been really too intense. It's like, okay, I was hoping to win it on the time ran out, but then our teammate kind of went off on his own and threw the game for us and ended up tying, so he had to run the time to go to overtime, sudden death. And then we had to play the rest of the time on sudden death, and we didn't even finish the game. Like I said before, it tied again, and we didn't get anything from that. That time, I kind of got nervous because we were 2 down, and it was tied. I ended up getting them on 1-point lead, but luckily VIP Horizon clutched it at the end and tied it, but unfortunately it ran out of time. I figured I want to see how the game ended. It would have been nice to have a rematch or like a second overtime game to have closure, because it would be nice to see who gets the final kill in the game, but you guys will never know, and I will never know because there won't be ever a game like that, because I don't stage games. I think it would also be impossible to stage gameplay like that. Everyone has to be like working together, and it won't be authentic when it looks like it's been staged and not really good at quality entertainment.
You have gained the lead.
Dropped him. Contact. Red 1.
Perfect.
Bottom mid. Teammate down. I'm hit.
Ten seconds to rocket launcher. Rockets are up.
Enemy fire. Direct hit. Shields are full.
Time remaining 2 minutes. Lost the lead.
Good eye, Spartan.
You have gained the lead. Time remaining 1 minute. Your opponents are leading. You are 10 kills from victory. You have gained the lead. Time remaining 30 seconds. Time remaining 10 seconds. Overtime.
Hostiles firing at Red 3.
Your opponents are leading. Time remaining 2 minutes.
Hostile fire.
I'm hitting blue screens.
Drop one out.
You have gained the lead. Time remaining 1 minute.
Flipping scatter shot.
Target is blue 2.
Target spotted in mid. Throwing grenade.
Time remaining 30 seconds. Your opponents are leading.
Flaring.
Sudden death protocol engaged. Time remaining 10 seconds.
Target is blue 2.
Both teams are equally skilled.